Welcome to Ashlyn's Apron. This week we're cooking through Delaware. So I specifically chose this recipe for Delaware because the state fruit of Delaware is a strawberry and the state food is peach pie. So I'm making overnight oats with strawberries and peaches. So to start, just as a preface, I did make a trial run last night so that I could have a little taste test with you today. And my glasses, I'm going to half the recipe for today. On my website, I'll upload the full recipe, and so you can choose if you want to have the full recipe or half it. In my glasses, I need to half it. If I had a mason jar, which I normally do overnight oats in, I would do the whole recipe. So, but for now, I'm doing half the recipe. So half is half a cup of oats. These are just rolled oats. Ta-da. All right, and I like to put everything down first before I add all the milk. So I'm gonna add 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, and y'all know I like cinnamon, so I actually might add just a little bit more. And then I'm going to add 1/8 teaspoon of nutmeg. I really like the cinnamony smells. So that's our layer. And before I even mix it up, I add everything. So I'm gonna add honey. I don't really like to measure it in a teaspoon or a tablespoon because I think a lot of the residue just sticks on it and you waste some honey. So I eyeballed about a tablespoon of honey. You could use agave or maple syrup depending on what you have. The honey and agave taste similar, but if you use the maple syrup, it does kind of give more of a sweet taste. And I'm also going to add some salt, just a little. And now I'm going to add the milk. So this is 3/4 a cup of milk. So now is when I mix it all up and I get all the oats wet, all the seasoning mixed in there. Overnight oats is super great. You can make it as you're getting ready for bed, which is what I did with the one that I'm about to try. You can make it as you're getting ready for bed. It's super simple. You can see I just poured in some ingredients and it's almost done. And then you just put it in the refrigerator and sit overnight. Overnight oats. If you are trying to kind of be in a hurry, but you really wanted the overnight oats, I still would recommend at least 3 or 4 hours in the refrigerator before you eat it. So there's that. I'm going to now add my strawberries and peaches. I would have done like fresh peaches. These are fresh strawberries, but these are peaches from a can because that's what I had. I did drain them and kind of pat them dry with a paper towel. And then this is kind of to your liking. You could add more or less, and I want a fruit-filled oatmeal. So then I'm gonna mix it up again. And you could mix it up to your liking. Maybe you want the fruit on top. I want it all mixed up. So you can see why I did half. It's coming to the top, especially as I mix it all around. So I just want to point out, like, this is my spoonful. Like, the oats are still very, they haven't absorbed the milk yet. So it's just a very, I don't know, like not broken, but it's not quite there yet. It needs to sit overnight. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to cover this with saran wrap and let it sit overnight and enjoy it for breakfast in the morning. If you have a mason jar, then it will be easy to seal up, but using saran wrap is just as good. So there's that. I'm going to cover that up and add it, put it in the refrigerator. And this is the one that I made a full recipe for, so it's a little overflowing, but I just covered it with the saran wrap. And you can eat this cold or hot. So you would just put it in a microwave safe bowl, heat it up in the microwave. You could heat it up in a toaster oven to kind of give it like a little crunch, but microwave is probably going to be easiest. With all of the overnight oats recipes that I've had, I enjoy it cold. So I'm going to try this cold. I just took it out of the refrigerator. So you can see, let me get a better bite. You can see as I scoop down, the oats, it's a lot different looking than the one that I just made. The oats have soaked up the milk, so they have absorbed that. Now I have peach and strawberry and oats all in this bite. I like that. I think it's very different than if you're going to get like an instant pack of oatmeal and just say, here's my apples and cinnamon oatmeal. This is very fresh tasting. You're able to know how much sugar you're putting in, and the only sugar we really put in was with the honey. Also have some of the sweetness just from the fruits, but this is really tasty, and this is super simple. This was Delaware's overnight oats. Thank you for joining me. I'm gonna finish this up. Bye.